What up, y'all? So we are going to be showing you guys tonight Avery's brand new nighttime routine. We have an old nighttime routine. I think we filmed it like maybe in December. She was 3 months, 3.5 months, something like that. Anyways, things are very different now than that video because that video was a hot mess. If you guys remember, you guys can go watch it if you want, but it used to take us 4-5 hours to get her to go down to sleep, and just everything was like a mess, like from like feeding her to bathing her to putting on lotion, like everything. She is straight up staring because she's like, you're talking shit about me. You were a hard baby, okay? She was a really hard baby, and our nighttime routines were not smooth at all. Like literally they changed every single time, but they were rough. They're just always rough. But now Avery is 6.5 months, almost 7 months, literally almost 7 months. That's crazy.
I don't want to talk about it.
Almost 7 months. This nighttime routine that we are going to show you guys is something that we've been doing now for about 2 months. It hasn't changed. It's the same every single day. It only differs like slightly, like in things that are like depending on the time we put her to sleep, like depending on if she had a good or a bad third nap. Today she had a good third nap, so her third nap was good, so she's gonna be going down to sleep maybe around 6:15, 6:30-ish. Right now, she just got up from her nap, so she's gonna be eating dinner, and tonight she is going to be eating, what is it?
Pea basil. We do try and give Avery like food that she can pick up, but she isn't quite there yet with fully like putting it in her mouth and eating it.
Yeah.
And, like, whatnot.
So if you guys have any tips or tricks of how to have your baby feed themselves, we have tried that. It just doesn't seem to work for her right now. But
she'll do it with like the teethers, but she won't do it for anything else.
But if you guys have any tips or tricks of how to get her to feed herself, let us know. But she seems to like this pea basil. Sophisticated. Look at you, queen.
Yeah. So basically she has her dinner around like between 4 and like 4:30, again depending on when like her third nap ends. We always attempt a third nap. It doesn't always happen. But we get her up if she is sleeping, we get her up by 4:15 roughly. At the latest.
So she's eating. She seems to like this pouch. Delicious.
This is the first time she's trying this one too.
Oh, you like it. So it is around 5:10-ish right now. Depending on Avery's mood, we either read her books before or after her bath. Right now, because of her mood, we are going to be reading her books before because she is a little cranky-potamus.
So we feel like after her bath, she probably is just gonna want to get dressed and then go to sleep.
Yeah. So we read her some books. We have obviously a crap ton over there. We like to put some toys over here so she can like play, and like we bring her in her room so that way she knows like it is time to like wind down. It's time to go to sleep. All that good stuff. So this is
if
like,
she didn't finish her bottle, like we'll still bring it in with us and like feed it to her. She doesn't always drink a full bottle at the end of the night just because she is eating foods now. And we're up to like her eating 3 times a day, so.
Yeah.
I'd still like me with fleas or warts, or with a silly snout that snorts, or knobby knees or hippo hips, or purple polka dotted lips, or beaver breath, or stinky toes, or horns protruding from my nose, or yikes with spikes all down my spine, or hair that's like a porcupine. I still would be the same, you see. I like myself because I'm me. Yay! Avery, that's a good book. You're perfect the way you are. Where's the other? Okay.
Now that like playtime and like books and stuff are all over, we like to get her changing table ready for us to be able to get her out of the shower or the bath, and then just like put her right on here and do all that. So what we like to do is take away her nap swaddle, put that in the drawer, and then get her nighttime swaddle, which is the Nanit swaddle that has a breathing monitor right here, and it goes through her monitor for her baby monitor over there. So it monitors like the breathing and all that stuff, which is also good for first-time parents who worry about everything and want to check on their child every 5 seconds. So we put that up here. We get it all ready for when she's going to be out of the bath. We get her onesie for when she sleeps, which is just a long sleeve onesie. We like to get her, so we got a size 3 diaper because she sleeps through the night now, so she needs a little bit of a bigger diaper in case she pees a million times, which she usually does. And then what we like to do is we have this diffuser, and we put water in it and some lavender because we got a bougie baby. We have the diffuser. It is over here. We like to turn it on, obviously no light. And then it diffuses stuff in here so it keeps the room calm and nice so it's ready for when she's done with her bath. And then what we also like to do is take a couple of binkies and just place them in her crib so that way at night when she like loses the one that's already in her mouth, we can just give her these ones. So at night when she misplaces the one that's in her mouth, she can crawl around the crib and find one, which she usually does. And in the morning, they usually end up all on the floor. So everything in her room now is ready. So all we have to do is give her a bath, and then we will show you guys that. I think it's good. Okay, so it's bath time. It's around 5:50 right now. We give her these probiotic drops every single night before while she's in the bath. So we're gonna give her some right now.
Do you have your lion? What did your lion say?
Rawr. She doesn't like when you take the toy away, so this might not go well. All right, come on, come on. All right, give her a couple drops of that.
Y'all remember when she first smiled in the tub, and then she first laughed in the tub, and now here she is.
Now we're gonna give her a little bath time.
Ooh.
Bath time. Ooh, bath time.
She's literally so much bigger. Like, we're gonna have to take her out of this pretty soon.
Yeah.
And she's gonna have to go in one that just like attaches to the bottom of the tub, and she just like sits in it.
She used to fit in this like so tiny. Now look at her, she's ginormous in it.
Aww.
She's ginormous. You're such a big girl. Can we wash?
Wash your hair.
Oh.
Scrub-a-dub-dub, Avery James in the tub.
Scrub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub-dub-dub-dub-dub-dub-dub. And wash underneath the neck where you get all the food stuck.
Ooh.
Right.
Ooh, who's that pretty girl?
Bath time is over. Now comes the part she does not like at all.
No.
Which is going on the changing table and getting dressed. Come here.
She's
Keeping
all
all
dressed.
changing her jammies. We like to keep it dark in the room because this is now like serious bedtime. She really doesn't like this part. We don't know why.
Well, I think because she literally is the type of baby that like doesn't want to miss a thing.
Yeah, she has FOMO.
Yeah, she is.
Ready? Alright, bath time is over. She's in her swaddle. I usually hold her before we put her down. We don't know why.
Yeah, normally if like it's a good night and we're gonna read a couple books, like Alyssa will sit in the chair with her, I'll sit on the stool, we'll read a couple books.
But she's a little crankopotamus, so this is what we do right after the books. We do this every night. I think we've done this every night since she was born.
Yeah.
And we just sing,
I love you, you love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? And we put the sound machine on too.
yeah.
We're a happy
Good night.
family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you.
I love you. Good night. Good night. Okay, y'all, so Avery is now with Sam. Sam just, I think she sings her I love you one more time before we put her down, and she literally puts her down and we walk out. There's no rocking. If you guys have seen, like I said in our last video, like our last nighttime routine, it was horrible. It was so hard to get her to go to sleep, and we would bounce and rock and everything for hours. We don't do any of that. We just say I love you, we say goodnight, and depending on how tired she is, she can fall asleep within the next 2 minutes to the next 30 minutes at the longest. So we're gonna check on the monitor right now. Sam has it up, she's already out. Like I said, it was like 2 seconds. We're gonna pull up the monitor and we're gonna see how she is.
And Avery has flipped.
And she's out. That was probably like 1 minute, one and a half minute. Literally, she was so tired. She's out. She's gonna fall asleep. She may or may not wake up from in between, but again, we don't go in there. We don't like.
We don't do anything.
Her. We don't bother.
Yeah,
nothing like that.
The only time we ever go in the middle of the night, from the time we put her down to the time we get her up in the morning, is if one, she has thrown all binkies off and it's been like a half an hour, 40 minutes, and she still isn't settling down. We'll go in, pop a binky in her mouth.
But she won't see us because it's pitch black.
Yeah, it's pitch black. So we go in, put the binky in her mouth, and then walk out. There's no picking her up, no, you know, hi, blah, blah, nothing.
Yeah.
And then the only other time is if she gets like herself stuck, because she loves sleeping up against the bars or up against like the side, like the other sides of the crib. So if she gets stuck where like her face is like pressed up against or whatnot, like we'll go in and adjust her. And for the most part, she stays asleep during that. She might move just a little bit, but yeah.
So Avery is down to bed to the minute. This is amazing.
It is 6 o'clock on the dot.
I know you guys are gonna be like, what the hell? You guys put her to sleep at 6 or 6:30 or 6:15
or 5:45 some nights?
Yes. Yeah. If you have a baby that does not know how to sleep, you need to put them down early. That's just what happened. It works for us, and she sleeps for 12 hours, and it's amazing. So after Avery goes down to sleep, this is when Sam and I finally eat dinner. We may watch a movie and all that stuff. But this is our new nighttime routine with Avery. It's been working for about 2 months now. We love you guys. Bye.